Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Lancaster University Sports Hall. We're here for this quarter-final matchup of the Northern Conference Cup between Lancaster Men's First and York Men's First. Your commentators are Greg Newark and Henry Marsden. Henry, welcome along.
Thank you, Greg. Nice to be here. Set to be a really good game today, I reckon.
Should be a very good one, this quarter-final matchup. Give you a quick run-through of the starting fives. Lancaster point guard will start with number 8, Elias Makarianis. Shooting guard number 5, Martinez Vaitunas. Number 9, Andres Bogomolz. And George Davis will be the forwards, and at centre will be Matthew Adepoju. For the York side, we'll go with 2 guards and 3 forwards, and we'll run you through their team just when we get a break in play. And here we go, we're set to get on number 11, Ope Ajanaku, number 26, Dom Wadhouse, and number 30, Adrian Azarani. And forwards, number 14, Kevin Denamagane, and number 17, Jawe Zhu. Just like that, we're ready to go. The tip-off claimed by Lancaster. Adepoju in the number 15 jersey. Finds Vaitunas on the outside. There's Elias at the top of the key. Looks to use Davis. Nice little move to get to the basket, and finishes with a tidy little right-hand layup. Attacking start for the Lancaster side. It's good early pressure from Lancaster, forced a little miscommunication with the York guards. There's a nice feed in the back door by number 14, but the shot is blocked as Davis brings it up court for Lancaster. Looks to use Bogomolz as Elias steps back for the 3 and drills it, much to the delight of the home crowd, as Lancaster take an early 5-point lead. Nice early passing at the top of the key from the York side. Wadhouse at the top, looks for the 3, hits the backboard and rim comes out. Zhu unable to gain the rebound underneath, as Elias will bring it away for the Lancaster side. Bogomolz at the top of the key, goes ISO in the drive to the basket, gets the run and one play. Great little power move by Andres Bogomolz to get to the basket, and will look to complete the 3-point play. As York forced him to call an early timeout, as Lancaster blow the visitors away to start with. 7-0 lead, 8:25 left in this first quarter. What did you like so far, Henry?
Very attacking from Lancaster at the moment. Only that one shot from York so far that hits the backboard, but yeah, Lancaster really going forward, taking all their chances so far, and 7-point lead with more to come.
Yeah, I can't argue with that. Lancaster being well on top so far, and with the free throw to come, look to make it an 8-point gap. See, this War of the Roses, the precursor to the Roses weekend that will take place on the first weekend of May. Lancaster have had the edge in the recent years, 8-2 in the last 10 meetings between these rivals, including last year's Roses win, a 61-55 win here in 2018. As we cut back to the action, as Bogomolz will go to the line to shoot his 3 throw. A little air ball there, sign of the little nerves on the big stage. Via York sideline, as Denamagane just looks to shuffle a couple of the members of the crowd backwards. Finds their inbound pass. Fast break as Adepoju looks to finish on his own and just doesn't quite get the roll off the top of the rim.
It's out of place now.
Ajanaku at the top of the key. Good pressure from the Lancaster defenders. Elias well on top of him. He looks to find Zhu inside, who posted Adepojo, and just catch him on the hand. Little foul. Will go to the line to shoot 2. Better from York there. Zhao Weizhu will shoot his first of 2 free throws. Drills the first one, no problems. And the second one is good. As George Davis brings the ball up for Lancaster. Steps back and hits the 3 from downtown. Davis, easy as you like, and it's a 10-2 game early in the first.
All done by himself there, Davis, but York go back forward and unlucky there not to score.
Daganaipa grabs the rebound. Zhu underneath the basket, well guarded by Adepojo as Davis looks to take the ball back the other way. Takes his time just to reset and finds Elias, who hits Bogomos, who's free down the right hand side, but his 3 is too long. And the rebound by Zhu. Woodhouse looks for an opening, drive to the basket, well defended by Shunas. But he's adjudged to have fouled Woodhouse. It will be 2 shots. Lancaster playing their first real cup match of the year as Woodhouse's first goes awry. A bye in the round of 62 and then 2 walkovers in the round of 32 against Chester and in the round of 16 against Salford as Woodhouse misses his second free throw and it's rebounded by Davis, who finds Bogomol's open at the far end, makes the easy layup with the left hand, and it's a 12-2 game.
York really getting punished there for missing those 2 free throws, and a bit of a 4-point swing there from the miss to Lancaster scoring.
Well defended again by Bogomol's, and it's Vaishunas that brings the ball away, and Bogomol's finds Elias unable to make the finish. Game getting a bit stretched now as Woodhouse looks to calm the tone. And Ajanaku at the top. Strong left hand dribble, and that will be a foul on Adepojo, and the basket counts. Ajanaku, the strong finish off the backboard as Ajanaku is going to check out with his second foul, and in comes Ralph Doyle. Ajanaku with a chance to make the 3-point play. His free throw goes away as well. York 0 for 4 at the line as Denner grabs the rebound. Shot well contested, but a good rebound by DeVale as Davis brings it away for Lancaster. Drives to the basket and gets the foul on the basket. Great piece of strength from Davis, showing his agility to get past the defender and finish with the left hand.
Yeah, Davis really the stand-up player going forward for Lancaster. Got that 3-point play on his own, and now he's got another chance.
Oh, they're going to call it off. There was the foul before the shot, and it will be a Lancaster ball on the back line. Looked as if it was pretty close to the foul in the shooting motion. Bogomol's resets Elias at the top of the key. ISO'd with Woodhouse. Good screen by DeVale. Is unable to find Bogomol's on the open 3. And Lancaster will call their first timeout of the evening. It's a 12-4 ball game with 5:40 left in the first quarter. Davis the standout man so far, Henry?
Oh, definitely. He's been good defensive work and forward going. Really got this 12-4 lead going for the Lancaster side.
Game's quite stretched at the moment, both on the fast break at both ends really. Just the difference at the moment, Lancaster getting those soft touches around the basket and getting it to drop, and York not quite in the rhythm just yet.
Yeah, it looks like York have not panicked in a way, but trying to really get back into this first quarter. Obviously went down quite early and tried to get some points back on the board quite quickly.
Yeah, we were saying this is Lancaster's first game of the cup competition. York had a bye in the first round as well, and then a walkover in the last 32 against Edge Hill, and then a close one, a 76-72 win over Manchester Metropolitan University 2s in the round of 16, sees them in the quarter-finals. As it's Woodhouse who will bring the ball up for York, as they look to bring something up from the timeout, but it's going to be an offensive foul on Zhu, 17. He's going to check out of the game with his second foul. Zhu checks out, and in comes number 20, Jen. Elias brings the ball up, finds Andris Bogomos, who looks to find Davis, the leading scorer so far, and he gets another nice roll. The bounce off the rim that drops. And it's a 10-point lead for the home side. Ajanaku looks to find Chen his first touch of the game, but he goes out behind the back line, and it will be a Lancaster inbound. Elias brings the ball up once again for the home side, finds Davis, and Andris Bogomos comes around on the screen, and Davis is all alone, all the time in the world, but the three comes off the back of the iron. Andris. Elias looks to reset, finds an open gap as Andris drives, kicks out to Davis.
Demagani looks like in a bit of pain there. Took a bit of a hit in the last collision, and he will be coming off, replaced by number 77, Yu Pan.
That was a foul on Chen. That one will be a Lancaster sideline ball. Davis to inbound. Finds Elias. Finds Andris Bogomos. Davis goes the pull back, the step back, and hits the long jumper. Another two for Davis, who leads Lancaster in scoring tonight. 16-4 ball game. Ajanaku, number 10, looks to drive with the use of the screen from Chen, but his shot misses. Rebounded by Chen, who again, his shot comes off the rim and rebounded well by Lancaster's DeVale, as Davis finds his man under the basket, Eric Boutai, for the easy two.
Completely unmarked there at the back.
And that's Boutai's first points of the game. Ajanaku, solo, good pass goes astray, and it's Andris Bogomos with an easy breakaway two. The left-hand lane forces another timeout from the York coach, and Lancaster are really running away with this one early.
Yeah, Davis again in that little break between the two timeouts, really exerting the forward play for Lancaster, and really got this 20 to 4 point lead firmly now.
A very good start for the Lancaster side. Lancaster sits second in the Northern 2A division, and York fourth in the Northern 3B division, so we can see the difference in divisions on display here early, with both sides, one looking a cut above the other so far. Very good crowd down here tonight on this Wednesday evening, down to support the Lancaster basketball team. DeVale, the Lancaster centre, number 10, seems to have a bit of support down on the right hand side of our box. Go Ralph, MVP, number 10 with the Belgian flag. Always travel well, do the Belgians. York get us underway again. as Woodhouse is going to bring the ball up, guarded by Andris Bogomolz. Hogg, the substitute, just in the game, finds Chen under the basket. Nice assist from number 23, Hogg, to get himself in the game as Chen has his first 2 of the game. Elias brings the ball up, has a look what he can see. Boutai finds DeVale at the top of the 3-point line. Back to the guard. Elias puts it on the floor. Davis looking to find a crease in the York defence. Gets up the strong shot, but that is too strong as it comes off the backboard and the rim. Well brought in by Woodhouse there to stretch pass, but his shot is too strong. Well rebounded by Chen. He's well blocked by Andris Bogomolz, and Boutai gets the rebound as Elias will bring it away. Andris Bogomolz is open down the left side, but his shot goes awry, and Chen grabs yet another rebound for the York side. Yupan with a chance to show off his handles early. Well guarded by Elias. Little drop pass finds Chen, but his shot once again is too strong. And it's well rebounded by that man again. George Davis has been everywhere tonight for Lancaster. Davis surveys his options. He uses Elias. His little 3 is good! All the time in the world as he strokes home another 3.
Completely sold the York defender with the dummy there and left himself a free shot.
Woodhouse looks to find a 3 of his own, but his contested shot misses. And once again, Davis grabs the rebound. Elias looks to hit the 3 again and does so! 6 points in a matter of 15 seconds for the Cypriot.
Great play, link-up play there by Davies and Elias. Really summed up how Lancaster have been playing so far, just the complete dominant side.
And just like that, it's a 20-point ball game. A couple of substitutes are going to come in. Charlie Crouch is going to replace Elias Point, and number 12, Prashen Shu, is going to replace George Davis. The York shot goes away as the Belgian DeVelt grabs the rebound once again. Crouch using Crescensu. He steps out of bounds on the backcourt line. It's going to be a York ball. As Yupan brings it up for York. Defended well by Crouch. Yupan using the left hand, but they're loose with the ball, and Hogg is on the ground to recover for York. Yupan just gets the shot away before the shot clock, and his shot off the bank and in. Charlie Crouch, the replacement point guard, brings the ball up for Lancaster, uses Andris Bogomolz. Crescensu takes a hard hit onto the ground, unable to get the shot off as Yupan fakes the shot, finds Hogg to drive to the basket and is fouled by DeVale, and will go to the line to shoot 2. York 0 for 4 at the line as Roberts Bogomolz is going to check in for DeVale, brother of Andris.
You'd really be saying York have got to take all the free throws that they're given now throughout the game to get back in.
Another one misses.
Commentator's curse there.
It's not the first time, as Hogg looks to make amends for his first missed free throw. And that one goes off the rim and wide, rebounded by Boutai. Crouch, as the clock ticks down to 40 seconds, finds Andris Bogomolz. Little drive off use of the screen from his brother. Underneath. The pass to Boutai is picked off. Under 30 seconds to go here in the first quarter. The home side leading 26 points to 8 as Yupan steps back for the 3. That goes awry, but rebounded by Fong. Wasn't expecting that pass, but does well to recover it. Andris Bogomolz contests the shot, hangs just short. And Pan and Butai are going to wrestle for it on the ground. And it's a tie ball, and the possession arrow is pointing in the favour of York. It will be a York baseline ball with 11 seconds to go in this first period. Back to find Heathfield, well guarded by Crescentiu, and Hogg drives to the basket, readjusts his glasses and gains the foul, and he will go to the line to shoot 2. Not a bad move if you're a Lancaster player. Force the foul and see if he can shoot from the line. York have missed all 6 of their free throws so far in this first quarter.
Yeah, Hogg, the last person to take the free throws, unfortunately missed his last 2, but he has made this one.
There we go, 1 for 7 from the line, York. 5 seconds left on the clock. Hogg's free throw drops just short as Bogomolz looks to bring it away. Andris and Roberts using each other. Bogomolz gets the shot off, but the crowd will tell you that one just missed off the backboard. Plenty of drama, plenty of action, and it's a 26-9 lead for Lancaster over York. Plenty of action so far in the first quarter. Lancaster storming out to an early 20-point lead at times during that quarter. York have been able to pull it back to only 17. So it looks like we're going to be treated to some cheerleaders. Maybe at half-time by the looks of it. We're going to take a quick break and we'll be back with the action from the second quarter. Lancaster won the opening tip-off. It will be a York ball to get us underway in the second quarter. Lancaster 26, York 9. Davis back on the floor for Lancaster as Woodhouse possesses the opening ball. The strong drive to the basket by Jaiwei Ju. That's the opening points of the second quarter. Elias drives low, using by Shunis. A smart, tidy move from Warburton. Feeds inside for the Lancaster opening basket. Woodhouse to bring it up once again for York. Using his left hand to good effect there. Finds Zhu inside, who's well defended by Roberts Bogomolz. But Jew is too strong and gets the basket. Anthony Warburton seeing his first minutes of the game so far as Andrews steps back looking for his third 3 of the afternoon. His shot too strong. As Denamaganai is free under the basket, forces the foul, and he'll shoot 2. A timeout and a quick substitution as Roberts Bogomolz checks out of the game, having picked up his second foul. It's Ralph De Vale, the Belgian, comes into the game. First York free throw goes amiss from Denham Garnay. His second is true. Closes it to a 13-point game. Andris shapes again, dancing, dazzling the York defenders. The ball works its way to Ralph De Vale, but the shot goes awry. He'll get a second chance here, but opts to use the point guard Andris. Shows and goes and drives and finishes with the right hand, a little reverse move as Elias gets yet another basket underneath.
Yeah, Elias has started this second quarter really well for the Lancaster side.
De Vale taking a hard hit to the floor there as Yupan gains the foul on the Belgium. It will be a Lancaster, a York back ball. Due passes arrive for Woodhouse, and this time will be a Lancaster sideline. Warburton to bring the ball up for Lancaster. Uses Vaishunas. Back to Warburton. Finds Davis, who's been kept quiet in these early 2 minutes of the second period. Little show and go, but his shot is too strong. Rebounded by Hogg. As Wupan uses Woodhouse, looks to find Denham Garnay, who feeds Hogg in the lane. Lovely little finish as York get on a little roll. Yeah, and Domokos will call the timeout.
York have definitely started this second quarter the better side. Got more points back on the board, and really now 30-16. It's not looking as bad for the York side.
No, get on a little roll, and this game of basketball can get pretty crazy. Lancaster won't be taking too many liberties early on. For those of you that were here in the 2017 matchup at Roses at York, Lancaster led throughout in the opening ceremony match of the Roses 2017 weekend, but York ultimately came back to win 47 points to 50 with a late run of points that saw the home side take the victory. The last three Roses matchups have been won by the home side, so if that is a good omen for the Lancaster side, they'll look to use that. Yeah, Lancaster inbound from their own back line. Lancaster 30, York 16. 7:43 left in the first half. Warburton to bring the ball up. Finds Vaishunas at the top of the three-point line. Elias. It's Vaishunas. Elias fakes the shot, dances inside with the Euro step, but his shot is just too weak and rolls off the back iron and rebounded by York. Then Garnay fakes out Davis, but his shot misses. Davis able to bring it away for Lancaster. Resets, uses Elias. Vaishunas feeds Davis, who steps back for the three, but that's too strong. As Wupan to bring it up for York. Woodhouse with the long three. Rebound. Mishandled by Davis. It comes off Zhu, and ultimately the last touch of Davis will be a York backline ball. And Garnay feeds Woodhouse. Woodhouse with a little no-look dish inside to Zhu, who drives and is well guarded by Ralph De Vale, but ultimately commits another foul. Oh no, they're going to call it on Zhu. My apologies. Call the offensive foul for backing in to Ralph De Vale. I'm going to bring Zhu out of the game as a result of that foul, and in comes number 20, Jen. Warburton brings the ball up once again for the home side. Uses Elias. Finds Vaishunas with his drive and Euro step, but the right hand finish is not quite there as Woodhouse brings it away on fast break. Controlled by Chen, who finds Hogg inside. The forward unable to find the basket, but Denham Garnai is fouled underneath by Vaishunas, and he will shoot yet another 2 free throws.
Yeah, Denham Garnai's had a few free throws so far. Probably got about a 50% success rate. But he completes that basket there, and he'll have one more attempt for another point. As Denham Garnai completes the 2. The first complete set by the York from the York free throws.
Elias finds Vaishunas, feeds Elias again, who gets past Denham Garnai, feeds Delay underneath, and his basket is good. DeVale adds 2 to the home side's count. Good high court pressure from Elias on the defensive end, forces York sideline ball. Denham Garnai to feed, finds Woodhouse. Well defended by Davis. Ultimately Chen is left all alone in the key, but his shot comes off the back iron. And once again another rebound from Davis, who looks to pick up a little knock to his right thumb. Elias uses Vaishunas, who finds Warburton, who gets his head down and drives towards the basket, but is well defended by Chen. The referees call the foul on Chen, number 20.
Davis does look in a bit of discomfort at the moment. Being the best player in this game by some way, you'd have to say.
Warburton will shoot 2 for Lancaster. Warburton's first is good. Second misses to the right, and well rebounded by York's Chen. Is Yupan, well defended by Warburton. Very aggressive in his face defending, but Yupan is able to find Hogg underneath, whose pass goes awry. Janaku drives towards the basket, strong finish is not quite there, and once again Davis grabs the rebound. Elias finds Vaishunas, feeds Elias again, dribbles with his left hand but is swatted away by Chen. Janaku with his pace and agility draws the foul. It'll be a York sideline ball as Warburton and Vaishunas are going to check out of the game, and in comes 6 Eric Boutai and number 9 Andris Bogomolz. Denham Garnai with the inbound, and Janaku's shot is just short. Hogg on the ground wrestling with Elias. York retain possession. Davis unable to corral the rebound, but he's taken his last touch off Janaku. And it will be a Lancaster backline ball. Elias, the Cypriot, brings the ball up, finds Andris Bogomolz. Davis, a little slip, but is still strong enough and agile enough to find the backboard and ultimately the net. 35-18 lead for Lancaster. Janaku gets swatted by George Davis. What can this man not do?
He's got the power going forward, he's got the defence, he's got everything going for Davis at the moment.
There'll be a little pause in play whilst we just pick that ball back out of row Z. Davis showing power on both ends. Wupan the drive, runs into his own man, setting the screen for him. Boutai is...
Davis in, he's off again here.
Bogomol's shot just too strong. Doyle's shot, my apologies. Mgana feeds Wupai. Well rebounded by Andris Bogomols. The ball is back in Davis's hands once again. Davis steps back, hits the three, just off the rim. They're going to call the foul on Eric Boutai for a little push in the back as he was slightly too aggressive to grab that rebound. It will be a York sideline ball. No, you're on a shooting foul. That was Lancaster's 5th foul. So Denham Garnai will go to the line to shoot 2. For those of you new to basketball, each side allowed 5 fouls, given 5 fouls to give, and once you reach your 5th foul, the opposing team will then shoot free throws. Denham Garnai misses the first. Drills the second. Boutai feeds from the back line as Elias sets off once again. It's Davis. Davis open. Fakes the 3, but a little trip from Hogg as Davis looked ominously driving towards the basket. It'll be a Lancaster ball from the back line. .329 left in this second quarter. Lancaster leading 35-19 over arch rivals York in this Northern Conference Cup quarter-final matchup. A place in the semi-finals at stake, as well as War of the Roses bragging rights. As Andris Bogomol is strong and drives and finishes with the right hand. Great move by the Bogomol's brother. Wu Pan possesses the ball, finds Chen. Pan looks to reassesses his options. Denham Garnai driving towards the basket, well defended by DeVale. Denham Garnai is too strong and smart and gets the basket. 37-21 with just under 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Elias uses Andris Bogomols, who steps back and hits the 3. Great work from Bogomols, extending York Lancaster's lead. Ajanaku shapes up, uses his dribbles and looks to hit the little underarm shot.
Davis taking the ball forward.
Using Bogomols. Bogomols is... I thought he was going to take the 3 on. Feeds DeVale inside and Bogomols connects on the little under the basket hook shot.
Great move again by Lancaster, having Joy down that right hand side and really exploiting the gaps in and around the basket.
Really good chemistry from the Lancaster side. Ball goes awry, but York managed to corral it, and Chen, Denham Garnai finds Hogg inside, and Hogg feeds back to Denham Garnai, well defended by the Belgian DeVale. Denham Garnai is on the floor, and DeVale is still there to repossess the ball as Andris, the little behind the pass to Bogomols. Bogomols' 3 is short, much to the annoyance of his coach Demokos. As Denham Garnai's 3 hits the rim and comes down. Elias will bring the ball up. Just over a minute remaining in this first half. Andris Bogomols finds the man George Davis, uses his left hand, drives in and draws the foul on Chen, number 20. He's going to check out of the game, and Jaiwei Zhu is going to come in with Woodhouse. Ajanaku is going to take a seat on the York bench. Danny Demokos taking this chance to impart some wisdom on his Lancaster team. Davis is going to go to the line to shoot his free throws. That one was nowhere near.
I think he can be forgiven for that. He's been playing outstandingly so far, and you really wouldn't expect him. He's been making 3-pointers, and then when he's got a free throw, doesn't even manage to hit the rim. That one straight through though, no problem.
Be a Lancaster sideline ball. To being adjudged as a clear path foul. Gives Lancaster 2 shots and then the ball. It's Elias. Controls at the top. Finds Ralph DeVale, the centre, number 10. Elias picks up the ball once again, looking to find DeVale in the back court. Andres Bogomos is there to sneak it away. DeVale's shot just comes up shy. And Hogg regains possession for the visitors. Denham Garner using Woodhouse. Woodhouse, no openings in the Lancaster defence as DeVale is there once again and finds Davis. 37 seconds left on the clock. A little backdoor feed from Bogomos, but Butai is unable to make the finish. Woodhouse checks, pulls up for the 3, hits the rim. Denham Garner grabs the rebound, but his pass to Hogg is too strong. Hogg once again just inside the key. Hits Chens, he steps back, puts it on the ground and drives against Eric Butai, but he's too strong. And Jew grabs the finish. Little referee timeout just to check on Butai, make sure he was alright after that strong finish from Jew. There's 7 seconds left. Andres. Elias well aware of the time, hits Andres, who steps back for the 3, and that shot was tipped. And that brings us to the end of this first half here at Lancaster Sports Hall. University of Lancaster leading the University of York by a scoreline of 43 points to 23. Plenty of action first half, Henry.
Yeah, you'd probably say the edge through between the two sides is definitely, it seems like every time Lancaster are going forward they're making points, and it seems like York have had a lot of chances that have gone astray. Free throws, you'd probably say that they've blown about 10 points in free throws at the moment, so the 20-point lead could be halved, you'd almost say. But Lancaster definitely asserting their dominance. You can see that they are between like their BUCS leagues, you can tell they are in 2 different leagues, and it's really showing Lancaster home side really asserting the dominance.
See if we can grab a quick word with the coach. Coach, how do you see that first half? Really good side.
Yeah, I mean, our offense is not too bad. We played better. Our defense is not on point at all. We allowed too many middle passes and very easy baskets, so we got to work on that. I'll tell the boys now if you let me.
After you. Have a good half. Now going to be treated to some halftime entertainment from the Lancaster Roses, and we'll be back to bring you coverage of the second half.
Lancaster Roses.
Come in!
Welcome back to the Lancaster Sports Hall. York trailing to the home side, Lancaster 43-23. Dominance from Lancaster across the board, highlighted by Andris Bogomol's 13 points, George Davis with 12, Elias with 11, leading the way for Lancaster. On the York side, Denham Garnai with 6, Jaiwei Zhu with 6 as well, leading for York. Pretty easy going for Lancaster in the first half, as we heard from the coach just at the half. Disappointed on the defensive end, but pleased with the offensive output so far.
Yeah, I can see that. Looking at it, if you were the coach, you kind of say, no disrespect to the York side, but Lancaster have been outplaying them, and 43-23 is not really, in a way, reflected how well Lancaster have been going forward, because their defence has kind of let them down at some points this first half, and really it's more from they've not really made long baskets, but it's more been exploiting the gaps in and behind the Lancaster defence that's really hurt them in a way, because their free throws when they're giving fouls away have not really they've not really taken much point damage regards that, so it's kind of really been the points close to the basket that have been conceded. So I can see that coach's point of view. Yeah.
See how we get going in this third quarter. Lancaster winning both quarters, the second one closer by a score of 17-14, but after that blowout 26-9 in the first quarter, York have been playing catch up ever since.
You've got to see Lancaster playing really quite poorly this third and fourth quarters to reverse the scoreline, Greg.
And we're underway as Andris Bogomol's inbounds to Elias. Elias finds Davis, who looks for an early three, but just brushes the underside of the net as Zhu grabs the rebound underneath. As Woodhouse looks to drive to the basket, but Andris Bogomol grabs the stray pass as Elias and Bogomol's combined for 24 points in this first half. Delay the Belgian centre at the top of the three-point line. Elias drives, kicks out to Bogomol's. Davis open for the three. That's too strong on the right-hand side, and it will be a York ball. Wupan's shot is too strong and rebounded by Davis once again. A nice spin move on Denham Garnai. Not quite the finish as Zhu grabs the rebound. Woodhouse to bring up the ball. Looks for a little feed inside to Denham Garnai, but the pass from Woodhouse was too strong. Adepoju into the game in place of Davis. As Andris Bogomol drives inside, finds Adepoju for the strong two inside. York sideline as Denham Garnai feeds Pan. Ball ends up on the floor and turned over by the Lancaster side. As Andris brings the ball up, finds Elias. Andris uses Crash, who finds the bottom of the basket. The off-balance shot. Great strength from the Lancaster number 12 as Pan brings it forward for York. Finds Hogg, who puts it on the ground, drives inside. Good strength by DeVale. And Adepojo is able to corral the rebound. Woodhouse picks Andres Bogomol's pocket, feeds Hogg underneath, and just like that, an easy 2 for York. Elias commanding his troops in front of him. Adepojo drops inside. Adepojo looks to find Krajciznu. The pass goes awry as DeVale is going to check out. And in comes number 6, Eric Boutai. .77 Pan with ball in hand. Looking to take on Elias, and that's going to be a foul on the number 8. Picks up his first foul of the game. York sideline ball. Woodhouse, the fast pass inside, finds Hogg, who draws the foul. Be a foul on number 9. Hogg's first free throw goes awry. Hogg's second free throw is good. Narrows the gap to 21 points. 47-26 with just over 7 left. As Bogomol's looks to find the basket, but Krajciznu is in the crowd, grabs the rebound, but Boutai's pass goes astray.
Body on the line stuff there by number 12's Rares. Nearly came into us in commentary area here.
Woodhouse's three-pointer hits the front of the rim, but the rebound is grabbed by Denham Garnay. Woodhouse fakes behind the back, finds Denham Garnay underneath, behind Roberts Bogomols. Denham Garnay finishes. Elias drives. Good crowd volume in support of Lancaster. Boutai's shot is short of the rim as Zhu grabs the rebound underneath. Pan drives and looking for the foul, but it's not there, but the basket drops. Yu Pan as York on a little 5-0 run here early in the third. 6 minutes left in the third quarter. Elias commanding Bogomol's in front of him. Elias's 3 is too strong and Woodhouse brings the ball away. Point guard uses Hogg. Finds Pan outside. That 3 is too strong off the backboard and the back iron. It's going to be a call. A foul on number 6. And that's Lancaster's third foul of the quarter as coach Danny Demokos is going to take a timeout. York getting on a little run here, narrowing the gap to 17 points.
Yeah, York leading this quarter 7-4. Obviously closest gap down to 17 points now. It's still going to take a lot of work to reverse the scoreline, but York definitely started this quarter on the much stronger side, definitely.
That's what we were saying at the half. You can get on a run and soon the gap closes. It's just going to be such a long way to come back for the away side. Still over 15 minutes of basketball left in this one. Plenty of time to come back from a 17-point deficit. We spoke to Demokos at the half. Wasn't pleased with his defensive output.
Don't think he'll be happy with his attack now either, to be honest. I think he'll be a lot more irate than he was when we spoke to him at half time. Definitely.
It's going to be a York inbound from the Lancaster baseline. Denham-Garnight feeds Woodhouse. A good hustle from Andris Bogomolz, who's in the game with his brother Roberts. Knocks the ball away. Wu Pan shakes and bakes, and his little drive. Looking for the foul, asking the referee if there was a little push in the back there, but nothing coming, as Elias finds Andris Bogomolz and then feeds Eric Boutai underneath for the easy 2. As Lancaster bring up the half century, 51. Pan feeds inside as Hogg gets the better of Roberts Bogomolz and draws the foul on number 16. And Hogg will go to the line to shoot 2. 49-30 ball game here with just over 5 minutes left in the third quarter. Hogg's first free throw is good. Hogg's second is good. As Boutai feeds Elias, the starting point guard. Boutai at the top of the key, uses Roberts Bogomolz, who feeds Crescencio, who finishes with the right hand, a strong finish off balance, and gets the roll. As this time Lancaster bring up a half century. A quick basket on the other end. Jaiwei Zhu adds to his tally. Little coming together with Roberts Bogomolz ending on the floor, but Hogg grabs the rebound, and away comes Yu Pan, who grabs the foul. On number 6, Boutai, and that's his third foul. He's going to check out of the game. Nope, they're going to bring out Neshu. As Yu Pan looks to shoot 2. Lancaster's 5th foul sees them in the penalty, so any fouls from now on in this third quarter will result in free throws for the travelling side. Pan's first free throw was no good, the second is no good either. As Alex Lee brings the ball away, seeing his first minutes of the game. Finds Elias, puts it on the ground. Boutai from just outside the free throw line. He drills 2. Woodhouse looks to reply. ISO's up on Andris. Denham-Garnight underneath the basket finds Yu Pan. Referee's whistle brings a halt to play. So it's going to be a referee timeout. So he's just going to talk things over with Woodhouse.
I think Woodhouse has taken a bit of a blow to the nose there in that last coming to with the Lancaster player. And he'll exit and be replaced by number 30.
Azaharana, I think is how you say that one. As Denham-Garnight gets us back underway. Feeds number 10, Ajanaku. Another foul on number 6, Eric Boutai. That's going to be his 4th foul, and he will check out of the game this time. And in comes number 15, Matthew Adepoju. A towering centre, the tallest player on the court. Ajinoku's first through throw tips in off the rim. They all count. second one is off the rim, but does not drop. As Yupan sells Andris a dummy, misses the shot, grabs his own rebound. The second shot is no good, as Elias just uses a bit of experience, bit of a calm head to bring the ball away. 3 minutes 30 left in this third quarter. Andris bubble feeds Adepojo inside. Ball goes awry, but able to recover and kicks out to Roberts Bogomos, who feeds his brother Andris, and Andris drives and draws the foul. And we'll call a timeout here with 3 minutes 18 remaining in the third quarter. Lancaster 53, York 35. Better from Lancaster after that timeout.
Yeah. I think at the start of this third quarter, they made quite a few changes. Alex Lee getting his first few minutes, and they've taken a while to get into this game. Obviously, they've left out George Davis, DeWile, and a few others are kind of getting a bit of a rest at the moment, and that's kind of hit them in the first few minutes. But the new players have grown into the game, and they're doing okay at the moment.
It can take them a little bit to get up to speed with the pace of the game. Most teams tending to rest their starters late in the third period, just to make sure they're fresh come the fourth quarter. We speak about starters, and back into the game comes George Davis, number 11. Yet to add to his haul of 12 points from the half. Feeds Andris. And Elias looks up, looks to hit the three. But it comes off the backboard. And Adepoju's rebound and putback is no good, as Ajanaku brings us away. The York 10 runs into his own man. Jew recovers the ball, and Ajanaku has it once again at the top of the three-point line. Ajanaku feeds and rides his way to the basket and feeds Jew, who adds another two. Andris Bogomos gets the better of Ajanaku that time, but no foul called. Danamgana brings it away as Yampu. Jupan. Ajanaku's three is off the mark as Adepoju grabs the rebound, and Elias will bring it away for the home side. 2:13 left in the third. Andris puts it on the ground, kicks it back to George Davis, who finds the open Elias, who hits the three, and maybe that might be what Lancaster needed to reignite this offense that's been largely dormant in this third period.
Yeah, seeing both teams really string probably their best few moves of their game so far.
Ajanaku gets the feed and hits the basket. 56-39, a minute 30 left in the third quarter. George Davis looks, drives the Euro step, draws the foul from Ajanaku, and one will go to the line to complete a three-point play. George Davis back in the game for his first couple of minutes in this third quarter and showing his class.
Davis really showing his strength again there, kind of knowing what to do to get that extra point when he's in and around the basket.
Davis will shoot one free throw. Misses, but the rebound is grabbed by Danamgana. As Andris Bogomos comes flying across to stop the York fast break. Nearly stands on a spectator for his troubles, as Andris will check out of the game following that defensive stand. In come Charlie Crouch and Vaishunas. There is Crouch, who draws his first foul. Probably good move to keep Pan from the easy layup. He will shoot 2 with Lancaster in the penalty.
Yeah, it seemed Lancaster committed those 5 fouls with about 4.5 minutes left, and it's now come and bite them.
Pan misses his first free throw. The second one is nothing but net. Davis feeds Warburton. 75 seconds left in the third quarter. Crouch finding Vaishunas, back to Crouch, kicks it back to Vaishunas. Warburton at the top of the 3, finds Davis. Little shimmy, feeds Adepojo inside. York players looking for the 3 seconds in the key. Adepojo's shot is no good. Ajanaku driving at Davis. Nice move to the right, but his shot just misses and rolls off the rim. But the rebound is tidy and found by Jew, who adds 2 to his tally. Now with 12 points in the game in a York 17, as Davis steps back, hits the 3, contested but misses. Adepojo grabs the rebound, resets the shot clock. Just over 20 seconds. Adepojo goes to work down under on the elbow. Down under in the block, but Adepojo's shot is no good. As Pan looks to bring the ball up. What will be the final possession of the third quarter. Pan moves to his left and his right. The Euro step inside, draws the foul with 3.7 seconds remaining. Pan will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, if makes these 2, Pan can close the deficit to 14 points, but misses his first free throw.
Another commentator's curse.
Yeah. I'm not going to curse him again here.
Pan looks to make his second. Makes it comfortably.
What?
As the refs would just have a little conference as thought whether Jew encroached into the key with the free throw. It will count. The referee is just going to explain the thought process behind the little conference as it leaves 3.7 seconds left to see if Lancaster can get a shot off here. Inbound finds Warburton, who's 2 seconds to shoot, but that shot does not get up. And that will bring us to the close of the third quarter. Lancaster still leading 58-43 over arch nemesis York. Definitely a better quarter for the travelling side. Lancaster's defence gave way at a couple of points early in the third, but were able to bring it back as their offence found their legs once again towards the end of the third period. With York winning the third quarter 20 points to 15, narrows the gap to 15 points. Still a long way to go for York.
Yeah, I mean, that's the first quarter they've won, but they're going to have to win the last quarter by quite some way if they're going to get any positive result from this game, Greg.
Yep, a long way to go, but positive signs for York. But you could tell once Davis re-entered the game with 3.5 minutes or so left in the third, the the direction of play did change.
Yeah, it seemed like Lancaster's attacking play really sped up, looking to shift the ball to the peripheries out on the outside and behind a lot quicker, more decisive, more like clear-cut kind of attacking play. You look at number 77 for York, Yupan's really came into this third quarter and probably the standout player for York, you'd say, at the moment.
Yeah, 23 Hogg picked up 5 points in the third quarter, bringing his total up to 8. Jaiwei Ju has 12, and Yupan, as you were saying, has 6. As we're ready to go for the final quarter of action here at the Lancaster Sports Hall, with the home side leading 58-43 over Rose's rivals York. And let us remind you, the Northern Conference Cup quarter-final with a place in the semi-finals at stake, as Yupan looks to get his side on the board in the fourth quarter. And his strong finish with the right hand is off the glass and in. DeVale back in the game for the home side. Warburton picks up a loose ball as Davis shows Danamganai the outside. 14 is judged with a little push in the back, and it was in the act of shooting, so Davis will go to the line to shoot 2. Danamganai picking up his 3rd foul.
Seems like Davis is always winning fouls when he's entering the D, drawing some free throws when he comes, and he's completed that first one here. Unfortunately, his second just hits the rim.
As Hayfield looks to bring the ball away for York. 59-45 ball game, as Vaishunis takes a little, like a stray elbow to the nose. He looks a bit shaken up and will check out of the game for Andris Bogomolz. .21 left in the fourth quarter. The home side leading by 14. Yupan goes to work on Warburton, finds Zhu inside, but Zhu pass is picked off as Davis drives towards the basket once again. As Adepojo, tallest in there, he grabs the rebound. Ball's back with Davis, but his shot off the glass doesn't go. Adepojo misses the tip for the 3rd chance, and Yupan brings it away for York. Well defended by DeVale under the basket, the tall Belgium international. Adepojo throws it down and brings the crowd to their feet. 61-45 ball game, as Woodhouse steps back, drills the 3. 8:20 left in this ball game. The crowd definitely involved now. Andris calms things down. George Davis looks to go to work just inside the elbow, finds Andris, and DeVale is free from just beyond the free throw for another 2 to keep York at bay, as Woodhouse brings the ball up, working on Andris. Danamganai inside, gets in the air and is fouled. A foul on number 10. Number 10, Ralph DeVale, picks up his 2nd foul.
Yeah, that slam dunk really got the crowd going. It seems like Adepojo should have probably been doing that all game.
Yeah, had a couple of opportunities to finish the little tip in on the previous possession, but a little bit of extra space under the basket allowed him to get the dunk and the crowd to their feet. "15-point lead for the home side, 7:52 remaining. Still a good crowd down here to watch the end of this one. Lancaster with a few important matches to go in the Northern 2A fixture versus Salford on the 20th of February, and then a potential title decider on the 13th of March at the University of Liverpool. Lancaster, as we mentioned earlier, second in the table, 3 points behind that Liverpool side that they will face on the 13th of March, who could decide promotion to Northern 1A. As we're back live to the action, with Denungane makes the free throw. Denungane looks to bring his side within 13 points. And that one rattles in off the rim as DeVale feeds Elias, who is back in the game for Lancaster. George Davis finds his point guard Elias, and he has his pocket picked by Ben Heafield. The Heafield shot misses. The foul is going to be called on Elias. As Heafield will go to the line to look to find his first points of the evening.
I think that was more of a tactical foul there by Elias. It looked very much certain Heafield would have been in for quite a uncontested shot, so may as well give him a shot at the free throws, and the first one he makes.
Nothing but net for Heafield. Makes the second, and we have an 11-point ball game. Eric Boutai in the game for Lancaster. Elias goes to work on Heafield. Davis on the right-hand side of the basket. Elias finds Boutai inside. No pass to Andrus goes awry. Elias able to recover the ball before it goes back court. Elias with a long three, misses off the backboard and the rim, and is picked up by Ajanaku, who finds Woodhouse. His three is short and off the rim, and Davis grabs the rebound and restores some calm to the Lancaster offense. The screen from DeVale. Davis is able to spin past you and makes the easy two from the layup on the right hand side of the basket, and stretches the Lancaster lead to 13. Woodhouse using a screen from Denungane. Ajanaku goes to work on Davis. He looks to feed Denungane, but that pass is too strong, as Hogg is going to check into the game for Jaiwei Ju. As George Davis will bring the ball up. Davis puts it on the floor, goes past Hogg. Ajanaku as well, but the shot cannot go, and he misses at the second attempt. Lancaster able to corral the ball with Elias, finds Andrus outside. Denungane gets his hands in the way of the pass to DeVale, and it will be a Lancaster backline ball. Eric Boutai weighs up his options, finds Davis at the top of the three. He shoots the three, and that misses to the right as we look at the basket. Woodhouse bringing it away, finds Hogg. He goes to work down low, but Boutai is too strong, and Hogg ends up on the floor, and it will be a Lancaster backline as York call a timeout. all of a sudden looked a bit closer than it has been for most of the evening.
Yeah, Davies really got that important basket, because you could have seen if York got another quick score after there, they would have taken the points deficit just into single figures. So that last basket scored by Davis really kind of keeping that margin just at a comfortable-ish stage at the moment for the home side.
Keeping it at a double-digit lead. 65-52. Lancaster University leads Rose's nemesis is York. 5:56 left in the fourth quarter. As we mentioned earlier, York sat fourth in the Northern 3B division, 3 points off Newcastle seconds, who lead that division, all very tight at the top. Newcastle, albeit, do have a game in hand. 4-3 York's record this year. Remaining fixtures at home to Hull, away at Newcastle seconds, who lead the division, and then finish on the 13th of March at Sunderland University. As Andris Bogomolz will get us back underway with 5:56 left. He finds George Davis, who brings the ball over half court. Going to work on Demagana, as Woodhouse is able to get the better of Eric Boutai. And the referee gives Woodhouse the benefit of the doubt on the final touch, and Pan will bring it away for York. Works on Elias. Demagana using his height to his advantage. Kicks it back out to Hayfield, but his shot is no good. As Elias calling the shots for the Lancaster offense. Davis moves open to the left-hand side of the basket. Puts it on the ground. Elias driving behind the basket. DeVale's shot too strong, but well rebounded by Eric Boutai. Elias driving, kicks out to Ty. Ty pulls up, shot is short. Woodhouse grabs the rebound. 65-52 as the clock goes past 5 minutes remaining in the fourth quarter. Woodhouse isoed on Bogomolz. Uses fast hands. Hayfield has his pocket picked by George Davis. Through the legs, going to the races. The easy layup is missed as he looked to go with his right hand on the left hand side. As Elias on the floor. And it will be a tie ball, and the possession arrow pointing in the favour of Lancaster. Davis with a big chance to move the lead to 15 points. Did all the hard work, but couldn't make the easy finish.
Yeah, the ball just didn't want to go in, just hung on the basket, which seemed like an eternity. Davis thought it had gone in, and it's dropped the wrong side of the net.
Elias pulls up. His shot rebounded by DeWay, who's left all alone underneath the basket, much to the frustration of Sean Hewa, the York coach, as the lead extends to 15 points with 4:22 left. As Woodhouse pulls up looking for his three, hits the rim, and rebounded by Ajanaku. Davis with good pressure on the ball. Danim Garnai is left open, and his shot from the elbow spins round the rim and drops out to Eric Boutai, as Davis brings the ball over half court again for Lancaster. Andris Bogomolz, plenty of time to survey his options, chooses to use Davis. Bogomolz on the ground, drives towards the basket, and the last touch comes off Ajanaku of York, and York will call a quick timeout.
Only 3 minutes and 46 seconds left in this fourth quarter. It really would take near on a miracle to overturn a 15-point deficit now. You think with Lancaster going forward, you can't see them not being able to score in these next 3 minutes. You can't see a 15-point swing in this game at all, the way it's been going. But you never know, Greg.
You never know, indeed, Henry. That is what we love about sports. You just never know until it is all over. 3:46 left in this Northern Conference Cup quarter-final. Lancaster men's first 67, York's men's first 52. The winner of this one will take on Liverpool firsts or Bolton firsts. Their quarter-final match taking place tonight in Liverpool. As Andres Bogomol's finds George Davis, steps back for the three all alone, but that three is too strong. Well rebounded by Adepojo underneath the basket, and he gets back and finishes with the tidy lay-in. 69-52. As Elias picks off the straight pass, and his fast break, perfect little left-right hand finish. Now just getting a little sloppy as Yupan inbounds the ball with his foot on the back line. Will be a Lancaster ball for that little lax error from Yupan. George Davis weighs up his options on the inbound pass, brings it back to Andres Bogomols. Elias thinks inside, finds the pass outside for Davis. Davis too strong as he blows past Denengamai and Woodhouse on his way to lay in the easy basket. Shot goes array and Davis grabs the rebound once again. Showing off plenty of handles for the home support. Davis with the ball again, 19 points already to his name. Drives to the basket and finds his 20th and 21st point. As he hustles back on the defensive end, still plenty of energy and effort in those bright pink sneakers. As Lancaster will ring a couple of changes. And out steps Davis with 21 points. A great shift from the starting forward. And Mganai with the York inbound. Dupan dribble mishandled. Oshineshu brings the ball away. Charlie Crouch at the top of the three-point line. Oshineshu finds Andres Bogomols. He puts it on the ground, drives hard at Jew. His shot does not go. And both coaches are going to make a change. Lancaster going to stick with the same five that are on the court. York coach Tantenda Sean Hiwa using this time to get some of his players in the game. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this Northern Conference quarter-final. As Reece Pownell, seeing his first minutes of the game, drills a two off the rim and in. As Charlie Crouch brings the ball away for Lancaster. Finds Andres Bogomols. DeWale goes to work. The Belgians looked really strong down there for the Lancaster side. Francescu driving at the basket. And Adepojo is going to get called for the 3 seconds in the key. It will be a York ball. As DeVale checks out of the game, a super shift from the number 10. Looked really good and really strong underneath the basket down in the block. As Kao Fong's shot rims out. Adelaku airballs along too as Andres Bogomols brings the ball forward using the help from his brother in front as Francescu steps just on the black line, out of bounds. 60 seconds remain in this quarter-final matchup. Lancaster stretched their lead to 21 points, 75-54, as Adepojo grabs a stray pass from Kafong, and the big man leads the break. Francescu holds up the play as Charlie Crouch surveys his options at the top with 38 seconds remaining. Bogomos feeds Adepojo, but his shot goes awry. Chen shot too long, and the rebound is grabbed by Roberts. Charlie Crouch brings it up with just 15 seconds remaining. Francescu feeds Adepoju. Francescu steps back, looks to hit the three. That misses to the front of the basket with just 4 seconds remaining. Azarhane is just going to hold the ball, and there is the final hooter as this one, the curtain comes down on this one. The Lancaster taking a 21-point victory over arch rivals York with a final score Lancaster 75, York 54. Convincing win in the end for the home side.
Definitely, yeah. York just showed their best basketball in the third quarter, but really that middle last 5 minutes of the fourth quarter, likes of